All right, let's move on to the next test in the user CRUD, which is log out. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to an only. Let's run this. Okay, well obviously we can't find the route, so it's status code 404. So let's go fix that. So in our users, let's create a log out route. I want a pub mod log out. So pub async function log out. And let's go back to our router and bring that in. Okay, so route. So what is this? API v1, and our test, we're sending this to. Okay, so we first create a user. Then we post to log out. Okay, so users log out. Okay, excellent. So users log out. Looks like it's a post. Log out to that. Okay. Something else though. We're sending in these headers, aren't we? So this is a protected route because this won't really work if I don't have like the token, if I don't handle this. And if I remember correctly, we didn't bring the feature in for Axum for headers. So we definitely need to do that now. So let's go ahead and that was the test. Let's stop the server. We're going to do a cargo add Axum. And I want these headers. So -f headers. Okay, there we go. Cargo watch. Start that up again. Which means we need middleware. So we need middleware to watch, extract this, extract the token, and get the user, and then insert that in. Okay, so I don't know if this goes into utilities necessarily. Sometimes it feels like it might go. It's not necessarily like specific routes. I think I'm gonna create. I believe we're only gonna have one middleware for this here, but still feel like I just want a middleware folder for this. Let's create a mod.rs. In the main library, we're going to pub. You don't need to be public. This is going to be a mod to middleware. And in middleware, let's create a. So this is going to be authenticate maybe, or maybe secure guard. Like guard user require authentication. Maybe require authentication, like that. I feel like every time I do this, like I write one of these, I end up with like a different word for it because I've never been super happy with whatever I come up with. So nope, I want to be writing in here, please. So this is going to be a pub mod require authentication. All right, so we know we're going to need some kind of function for this. So we're going to have a pub async function require authentication. If I remember correctly, it takes in a request and next, and then those are going to be the generics. So we're going to have request is a request. And you're going to be the type T, right? Which means we need a generic T. See if I can do this by memory. It's been a little while since I did that lesson on middleware. Okay, so request T, request. We have next. Next is going to be a next, and that's going to be the exact same T. Okay, so far so good. We're going to return a, I believe it could be a result. So that way we can have app error as the second thing, and then the first thing is going to be whatever this next is, which is a request. I think it was. Do I need the generic? Ooh, I'm forgetting what one this is. Let's open up our browser and just go find this. This is in crates. Find Axum. Go to our documentation. I want middleware. Okay, so it's not, I want custom middleware. Use that. Where was that? That was, oh, here it is. Okay. Writing middleware. Okay, the from function is exactly what we want because I do not intend to publish the middleware as a create for others, and so therefore this is just a little bit easier. So we're gonna go into here, and oh, it takes in two things now, doesn't it? No, okay, just one. And this is an auth one. That's pretty much exactly what we're going for. Okay, so this is, oh, it's a response. Okay, so it's the response type. So not request. I almost had it. So it's the response time. The request and next were in the correct order, and they are this this generic T or B or whatever you want to call it. And then this is going to be an app error. All right, let's throw in our to-do so it doesn't yell at us too much. Okay, excellent. Let's also go ahead and use this right away. So that way it'll start yelling at us if we don't do it correctly. So in router, I am going to put this at the top, right? So I'm going to put a dot. Ooh, what was it? It's I think it's a route layer. There's the from function. So standard error. Oh, what was that? Ooh, this is another one I have to look up. It's going to be middleware from function because there's multiple from functions here. So we're going to find middleware, import that from Axum, from function, and the function itself is going to be require authentication. And I don't have to actually pass that in. That will figure it out. Okay. Now everything above this is going to require authentication. So that's going to be fine. And there's no errors, which means so far I haven't screwed this up. Logout is going to be our first one that does require this. So I'm going to just put that up there. So that way I don't forget that and have a weird error later. Okay, so what do we need? In order to allow our users through, we need to grab that. Custom header. So we can grab the entire header map. That should be fine. So let's see. We'll do headers. It's going to be a header map. We also need the database. So that's going to be what? State. So state. I want the DB. State. Database connection. Okay. Is there anything else that I necessarily need as part of this? don't. I'm probably gonna need to verify. So we're gonna get the token out. We need to verify the token. So we're probably gonna need the like that token secret. But I'll worry about that in a second. This should get us started. So the first things first, we need to grab the token out of the headers. So let's do let token, like maybe the header token. It's going to be equal to headers. I want to get, it's not a typed get, unfortunately. Okay, so get the key. What are you coming in as? So we see this coming in as X auth token. So the old-fashioned X-auth, no longer really needed in in headers. Oh, I somehow got the entire line. I didn't need that. Okay. Oh, how did I get this? All these spaces too. Yeah, I must have copied the entire line. Okay, so get that. Now that gives us an option with a header value. Now, okay, so if this doesn't exist, I want to handle that. So we'll do this as an if let sum, right? If let sum. Now there's the other sort of let to extract out, but I don't remember if that lets me put an else on it. I don't think so. So if let sum, this is going to be maybe like the token equals you. So I can, I mean, we could just also stay inside of here and I would be fine. Semicolon u. Okay, so we're gonna get this token out of here and return with that. Okay, so that's fine. Else, if we're missing the token completely, we want to do an early return of an error with an app error inside. So new, we have the status code, which is a unauthorized. And I'm not exactly sure what message we need right now, so I'm just gonna make one up, which is it's like missing authentication token. Okay, so we guard out of that, we get that out. Okay. Header token. Okay, so now we have this header token. We need to validate the header token. We need to verify that it's exactly the one we expect it to be, which means in so okay, we have this jot for the token. We have create token. Let's go ahead and create a pub function, verify token, validate token. We're going to take in something. We're probably going to take in the token. Oh, we probably need the secret and the token here. So we'll do secret, stir, and token is probably also a stir. We're going to turn a result with a, I don't really care about this. I just need to know whether or not it's good or not, right? So this is going to be a Boolean and an app error. Okay, I don't, VS Code, that's fine. Thank you. All right. Throw in a to do. Okay. Validate token. So I think that there was a decode that we can get out of this. So that's not a JSON web token. Okay, so we can decode. This takes in the token, which is a string. So we have that. It takes in an encoding key. Okay, so we need key equals. Now, are you an encoding or decoding key? You're a decoding key. So decoding key. Do you have like, oh, it's a from string. from secret. That's what it was. From secret. You're this U8. Okay, perfect. So we can do secret dot as bytes. Okay, and that gives me the decoding keys. So you just become a reference to that. Now the validation. What are you? Validation. Decode and validate a jot. I have decode. Oh, claims. Oh, I don't need more than token and decoding key. Oh, but I do have to tell it exactly what. Oh, no, here it is. Validation new. Oh, it's this HS256. Okay, which I think that's what we're using. Okay, so validation equals validation. What was that? Is that a from? Oh, validation new. Validation new. You take in the algorithm, which was that HS. What did we do above? HS. I think we did default. I think it's the 256. I think it's that one, right? I know it says this is created jot using HS256 algorithm. Yeah, okay. So that's where HS256 algorithm. Excellent. Okay, so we got you, and then you need to be a reference. Okay, now decode, you return a result with the token data. I also need to give you a type, which is, okay, so this is decode with the turbofish syntax of the claims. Okay. All right. And then we want to map the error. So this is gonna, okay, so that, guess like it's our result, or it's really, I think this is gonna be the claims, isn't it? Claims equals, let's map the error. Okay, so we have an eprint line. All right, so this specific error, we are validating token. We'll print that error out. And then now the error that we're going to respond with. Okay, so it's going to be an app error. What do we want this to be? Probably just an internal server error. So status code, internal server error. Although there's a couple different things that could happen here, isn't it? That's probably not right. Because, oh yeah, this is definitely not going to be right. I'm going to want to do, I want to match on the error dot, what kind of, oh, into kind, so we can get the kind of error that it was. That's what it was. Fill the match arms. Here's all the different types of errors. So if this was an invalid token, this is definitely going to be one type of error. So this is going to be an app error. I don't even need to print this out. This just means that they failed. So, okay, invalid token, app error, new. This is sort of like bad token, bad or missing token. I don't remember exactly what that is. That's the message. What am I thinking? I want status code. Status code is unauthorized. And then bad or missing token. Okay, excellent. This is also going to be, if I want to return this, you're going to be an error. Oh, wait, this is map error, so we're fine here. Okay, invalid signature. That's our problem. That's the bad secret, right? With everything else, oh, expired signature. So if it's an invalid token, what if I want to do like ors on some of these? Because what I could do is say something like, okay, if it's this or that, and then you're good here. Um, or invalids. That's that one I don't care about. We don't have RSA. Like that's my problem, right? Failed signing, invalid algorithm name, invalid key format, missing required claim, expired signature. That's another one that we might want to put in here. So, or that. Okay, invalid issuer, or audience, subject. Okay, so I'm gonna do all of those. Okay, so if it's anything else, I want to. Now I'm gonna do the ePrint line, error validating token. Let's throw in the error here, like just that full error. I do wonder if I have access to it anymore, or if I've given ownership with the kind. I don't remember. Oh yeah, you only give part. Okay, you only give a reference, so we're fine. And then here we're gonna do an app error. This is gonna be a generic one, so app error new status code internal server error. And then this could be error validating token. Okay, and that's return out of there. All right. You need to be okay. So claims. So if I question mark semicolon u, now that if I do this, this doesn't give me. So what do you give me? You give me a result with the data, the token data claims, which is not exactly what I want. Can I map? I can map this, which give me a, this is like the result of it. So I can actually see like the claim, right? And then in this case, if we've got past this, then we're good to go. So I'm just going to return true here. And I don't need, so here, now we have a result Boolean app error, which means you're good to go. Okay. So this returns, okay, so let's head back to our middleware. All right, so we have the header token out here. Now, do I want to even, I don't know if I want to even validate this. I check it in the database first, I think. Let's like we can verify that it's a good token. We also need to find it in the database. So I don't know which one I want to do first. I don't know if it really matters that much. We could validate it right away. So let's validate token. The secret. So we do need that secret here. This is gonna be a state token secret. It's gonna be a state token wrapper. Okay. For the secret, that's going to be a reference to the token secret.0. And then the token itself, which was the header token, which is that header value. Now, I want to extract out what that header value is, don't I? So I had to, what do I have access to here? Header value. I have a toString. That gives me a stir. Asref, as by. I have toOwned. What does that give me? It gives me a type T, which is still just a header value. So that's not what I want. I probably want, they don't, it looks like it doesn't have a toString. It looks like it has a toStir, which has a result on it. So we're going to map error. Just that I can take this error, print, and handle it. We are going to error, I guess, like extracting token from header. Pass in that error, and then I want the, I guess this is going to be an app error. Error new, this is going to be a status code of internal server error, and error reading token. The front end will have to sort of deal with this. Now, I probably want to just toOwned this, so we have a full string. Okay, so now I have a header token. Although if I don't, I mean, I can just pass that in as expected here. So we have a header token passed into you and question mark you. And so this should crash and return early. I mean, crashes is not the right word. This should now return early if we're not valid, right? So if the token isn't valid itself, we're not getting past this line. So now we're going to use the database connection to find out whether or not the token is in the user. Okay, so we want to users. Right, we have to bring in. Okay, so use. Okay, so I want create database users. I want that entity as users. All right, so let's find. We have to do just to find. We're gonna filter. This is gonna be users. Import you. I want the column token. I want you to be equal to sum, and this is going to be the actual token, right? So that's going to be sum. Now this token is a you're not showing me. The token I believe is a string, but it's also an option. Like it can be a none or a null. So this is gonna be a sum, a string, which means that's gonna be the header token. toOwned to make it that string. Okay. So if I want to find that, and I want to find just one item. So get that. We await. We map this error. Okay, so we take in the error. We're going to do an ePrint line. Okay, so this is going to be an error getting user by token. And let's return an app error. New. This is definitely a internal server error. So status code internal server error. And I mean, we shouldn't run into this, but like, so there was a problem like getting your account. So return you and question mark. Okay. Okay, so that should give us a new user. Now, this is an option. So it's possible that we didn't find it because the token doesn't exist. If the token doesn't exist, they're logged out. So we need to be able to handle that now. So if let some user equals user. So this will be if they're logged in. If they're not logged in, I want to do an early return. So return error, app error, new. Our status code is going to be unauthorized. And that's the message is probably going to be like a account. So either the account is missing or you're not logged in. So like you are not authorized. I don't remember what the error message is supposed to be, and we'll probably get a test for that. Okay. Excellent. So we get that. Now, if let some user. Okay, so we get to this point. The token is valid, and we found the user with that token. So that means we're logged in. So at this point now, we want to add the user to the request in an extension. And we have this user here as a model. Okay, so I want to do a what is that? What is this going to be? We want to do a request dot extensions mute. I want to insert, and the value is going to be this user. So user, and I think that's it. Cannot borrow. Okay. Request as mutable. So where was request? Request was right here, right? So you're mutable. Okay. All right. So we're now inserting the request here. Okay, great. I'm having some errors in the router here. What are you? Oh, I don't think I'm returning. No, I have the to do in it. That should be fine. What are you yelling about? It's the trait bound from function header map state request and next. Route tower service request is not satisfied. The following other types implement trait tower service. Do I just need to finish it? Is that what he's yelling at me about? Let's finish it and see if the error goes away or if there's something else that I'm missing here. Okay, so I do that. Oh, I don't think I'm returning the right thing. So we're going to return an okay here. So if we reach the end, we're good to go. I want to return next dot run. We pass in the request like that. Mismatch types. It was a request, right? Yeah, the request here. Mismatch types expected a struct response. Oh, so not response. You wanted a response. What did you want? I thought it was the request. Do run returns an await. I think I need to await it. There we go. Okay, so I await you, and then okay, so you're still upset. So we have this route layer middleware from function require authentication. The trait bound. Am I just missing like a trait? I don't think so. The trait bound from function is not satisfied. Other traits required by bound. Do I need to make sure that the headers are last? Because I'm consuming the headers. I might need to make sure that this happens here. No, okay, so that's not it. Let's see, unused import for that. Stick you away. This is all good. We are public with that. We're taking you away. Okay, so what did I do wrong with this? Right. It's the wrong type of from. Yes, I need it with this state, don't I? Yes. I totally forgot. There's the new middleware with state. Where was that? That was this one. So there's middleware from function with state. That's what it is. Okay. You expected 2 arguments. So how does this work? This is state and then function. So the state, we clone the state for this. This is gonna be our app state.clone. Clone. And then we do that. Okay. I mean, no errors. Let's find out if it works. I don't remember if I need to. I think that's what it was. I think that I can't actually have the state in there otherwise. Okay, so received, expected null, received. Oh, we never actually implemented logout. We we just got to the next thing, which I guess works because I think it made it all the way to the main function, didn't it? It certainly didn't error out in the middle there. We would have gotten a message here, and this probably would have been something other than a 200 OK. However, I'm running out of time this morning, so I'm going to have to put a cut in, and I'm going to finish this when I'm next back and ready, but it'll be part of the same video. So see you in a couple seconds. Bye. All right. I am back. It's been a few days, but let's finish up with logout. Right before I started recording, I took a look at where we were running the tests. So it looks like our middleware is all written now, which means that we need to update that that logout function that we have here that's not doing anything. So just as a just to remind myself, we have, where's our middleware? For require authentication, you are putting a user. So it's going to insert this specific user, which is the user model, into an extension. So we can then extract that out in logout. So let's do that here. So I want extensions. This is going to be, I guess this is just a user, and it's going to be extension. Now this is a model of a user, right? So it's going to be users model. Okay, what else do we need? We need the state to get the database. We do, because we're going to update the user to remove the token. Okay, because that's what this test is yelling at us about right now, is it's still finding the token inside the database. Okay, so we need state. This is going to be the DB. And that is a database connection. And is there anything else that we need here? I don't remember if I need to respond to anything other than a status code, or like, I guess, a potential app error too. So let's go ahead and We'll probably want to respond with a, we'll do a tuple, a status code, and wait, no. I want a result with a status code and an app error. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so if we get to the end and everything's okay, well, that's going to be an okay with a status code. Okay. Yeah, okay, like that. All right, well, how do we get there, right? So if we got here already, we know we're logged in and we have access to this user. So we already know that. Then at that point, logging out is simply deleting the token so we can't find it in the database anymore. So we will just we need an active model for the user. So that let's shadow the user here. So user dot into active model. Expected tuple struct or tuple variant found struct extensions. Okay, so that's is it extension? I probably wanted extension. Import you. Okay, there we go. Now we have user. We'll need to make you mutable. Okay, so we remove the token. We set it to null. So user dot token equals, we want to set I don't see a set here. Import you. I want you to be, is it going to be a none or is it going to be, yeah, I think it's going to be just a none. Okay. And then we save it. So user dot save, reference the DB. We await. We're going to map this error. Okay, so we'll eprint line error saving. I guess this is going to be error removing. Error removing token from user. And then we'll create a status code. No, an app error. All right, status code. This is an internal server error. So we shouldn't get it unless something goes wrong. And the message is going to be, there was a problem logging out. Please try again. Maybe it'll work then. Okay, so you're happy at this point. We then get all the, okay, so that should do it. Let's find out if the test passed. Excellent. Okay, so that test passed. So now we have logout. Let's head into our test here, where we have this test only. I'm gonna remove you. So we'll test everything that we've done so far. Make sure we haven't regressed on anything. And yeah, everything is looking good so far. So we have sign up, cannot create multiple users with the same account. Okay, so everything's looking good. So that is handling our logout. Looks like coming up will be skipping. Oh no, getting an error when using an authenticated route without a token, and use an authenticated route with a fake token. I should, well, I will do that in the next video. So I will see you then. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.